Here's a 3-step plan to become stinking rich. Step 1. Learn to play basketball. Step 2. Make tons of money playing professionally. Step 3. Invest and retire. Now, the only thing left for you to do is figure out the details. Tons and tons of details. Regardless, it's still doable. Ask Michael Jordan, for example. Well, this list is filled with wealthy NBA basketball players, so just keep on watching, because here are the top 10 richest NBA players of all time. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Kevin Durant. Net worth $200 million. It's not just his jersey, which often ranks as a bestseller, that's responsible for his $200 million of net worth. Usually, it's the contracts he signs with major NBA teams, like one in 2013, which was considered to be the 4th largest contract in the world for a basketball player, worth a jaw-dropping $35 million. Aside from this, he has also partnered with major brands like Nike, Sprint, Gatorade, and GE, and many others. And he even pursued a career in acting back in 2012, when he took part in Thunderstruck. Now, even though he has a lot of money, he has stated that global marketing doesn't interest him. Number 9. Dave Robinson. Net worth $200 million. Dave Robinson just couldn't sit still after his retirement. In 2008, he decided to partner with a banker from Goldman Sachs. The man was also a board member of the Carver Academy, a company which Dave Robinson founded with $9 million back in 2001. Now, these two guys were ready to take on another business. It was called the Admiral Capital Group. This was a private equity company that bought up hotels and office space, but they also owned Centerplate, which is a food service company. Later, they formed a non-profit foundation that focused on helping small businesses whenever they needed to decide which charity to donate to. If you want to know how the NBA gorilla that broke the backboard made his centimillion fortune, then just keep watching until pick number 6. Number 8. Grant Hill. Net worth $250 million. After his retirement from the Clippers in 2013, he couldn't stay still. The same year, he struck a deal with the NBA TV, and he became a host of NBA Inside Stuff. Then, in 2015, he signed another contract with CBS. When the NBA Board of Governors sold the Atlanta Hawks to a group in which Grant took part, he became part owner of the team. Other than this, he has had the longest-running Sprite commercial of all time, and he was the spokesperson for McDonald's, Fila, Adidas, and Nike. He even appeared in some of Microsoft's ads. Before we talk about more wealthy NBA players and their empires, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you for helping a small channel like us. Number 7. Vinnie Johnson. Net worth $400 million. Inspired by the team he was playing for the majority of his career, Johnson wanted to honor the Detroit Pistons. That's why he started Piston Automotive back in 1995. They were the car parts supplier for companies like Ford and General Motors. After serving as the company's CEO for a time, he then moved to become a member of the Michigan Minority Business Development Council and the Detroit Chamber of Commerce. Number 6. Shaquille O'Neal. Net worth $400 million. He's big, he's funny, he's got a PhD, and he's one of the richest basketball players of all time. The reason behind his wealth is his bond, stock, and real estate ventures in the 90s, and now he's able to invest in many famous companies. Some of them include Papa John's, where he sits on the board of directors, Krispy Kreme, where he owns the most popular location in the franchise, and he's also become a minority shareholder of the Sacramento Kings. Now, if you want to know which basketball player donated his entire NBA salary to the families of the victims of the 9/11 bombings, then just keep on watching till the end. Number 5. LeBron James. Net worth $500 million. LeBron James has always looked at his career through the lens of a shrewd and savvy businessman. That's why he was able to negotiate a 3-year contract with the Cavaliers for $60 million and increase his earnings potential. Also, after signing a lot of deals with sports apparel brands, he finally landed a Nike deal worth $90 million, and his shoes have made a killing. And of course, we can't forget about his minor stake with Dr. Dre for the Beats by Dre, which he signed to promote. Of course, when Beats got bought by Apple, he realized a profit of $90 million. Number 4. Junior Bridgeman. Net worth $600 million. Even though Junior was playing basketball, during the off-season, he wasn't vacationing and kicking back on private yachts. He spent his time learning the business of franchising, which is why, after retiring, he has studied the business of the fast food giant Wendy's so that he was able to buy his very own franchise and turn it into a successful business. After that, it was just a matter of buying and replicating the results. At one point, he owned 100 different Wendy's restaurants and Chili's restaurants across the USA. And he even became a bottler for Coca-Cola. Number 3. Kobe Bryant. Net worth $600 million. Kobe Bryant's death sent media shockwaves across the world. He was one of the best players of all time. He has a powerful business mind, and he was a loving husband and father. Looking at the business part of his life, we're going to notice the first investment that Kobe was a part of. It was a 10% stake that he bought for $6 million. And the company? Body Armor Super Drink. And in just 4 years since his initial investment in 2014, the 10% shares he owned were worth $200 million. Before that, he launched a production company known as Granity Studios. And then he focused on starting a venture capital firm together with Jeff Steibel. Number 2. Magic Johnson. Net worth $600 million. Magic Johnson is arguably the best basketball player in the history of the world, and the only person that could ever surpass him is Michael Jordan himself. But his basketball career is where he got his start. He earned a huge pile of cash that he didn't burn on crazy and extravagant crap, which is why he was able to reinvest his money and become the second wealthiest basketball player in the world. In 1997, he started a production company that went by the name of Magic Johnson Entertainment, and then 1 year later, he partnered up with Fox, and that's how the Magic House was born. After a lot of success, he now runs Magic Johnson Enterprises, a holding company that holds theaters, music production houses, film studios, and even his own prepaid Magic card. Number 1. Michael Jordan. Net worth $2.2 billion. And finally, we come to the best basketball player in the world and the only basketball player to become a billionaire. You heard that right. Michael Jordan did not only average 33.6 PPG in 6 finals series while winning every single game, he has also founded a company in partnership with Nike that's all the rage at the moment. So, if you've ever owned or wanted to own a pair of Jordans, Michael has definitely gotten a commission on that purchase. In the beginning, he had some trouble with the design, as he wanted a black and red sneaker, but the NBA had a strict rule where they only approved of sneakers that were 51% white. Jordan accepted the challenge, tweaked the design, and now they are some of the most sought-after sneakers in the world. Collectors are going crazy for them. Hype beasts are buying them like crazy, and it's not just the groundbreaking sneaker technology that's making them buy them. People who have never set foot on a basketball court are willing to pay several hundreds and even $1,000 for a pair of Jordans, just to be one of the coolest dressed at the club. And of course, Jordan partnering with all the celebrities like DJ Khaled, Eminem, Macklemore, and others has only hyped the company up that much more. On a related note, if you were making as much money as Jordan is, what would be the first thing you will buy? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.